Hey guys, Aslan here with a quick review of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a metroidvania style adventure that requires a lot of exploration, perseverance, and offers little to no handholding. The platforming is great. You'll jump, dash, and climb your way throughout the levels. It can be quite challenging to fight your way past enemies as you avoid projectiles and the deadly parts of the environment around you. The keyboard controls are fully customizable, and it is doable, but the Xbox controller feels a lot more responsive, so using a controller is strongly recommended. Hitting enemies causes you to move backwards slightly, so the movement and combat may take some getting used to. Combat is frequent and fun, and there are tons of enemy types, each with their own unique attacks and abilities. Once you learn the patterns for each enemy, it gets a lot easier, but the first time encounters are sure to surprise you. Taking damage once in a while isn't too bad though, since you have a self-healing ability with no cooldown. It does cost soul to cast though, but as long as you're able to keep hitting enemies without taking too much damage in between, you'll collect enough soul to not only sustain yourself, but also cast damaging abilities as well. I really like the soul system being based on hitting enemies rather than just killing them. Some enemies are pretty beefy and take many hits to kill, so I'm able to duck out and heal as needed. The crazy boss encounters are quite fun, although some of them are extremely difficult and require a lot of quick reacting. Defeating enemies and finding cocoons awards you with currency to purchase items from vendors, such as maps and charms. The charms are pretty neat and there are quite a few of them to collect. Each one gives you different passive bonuses, but you can only equip a certain number of charms at any given time. When you die, you spawn back at the last bench that you sat on and you lose all the currency that you have on you. You can go back and fight your spirit to regain your loot, or buy your body back for a price. But if you die again before reaching it, then the loot is gone forever. While you do have the freedom to explore the vastly interconnected world as you please, you're often limited as to where you can actually go until you complete certain tasks, kill specific bosses, or unlock special abilities. I don't mind there being barriers like this to progress, and I really enjoyed the exploration. But at the same time, I hit so many dead ends that it left me feeling completely lost and somewhat helpless. Unless you have a fantastic memory, which I don't, the maps are without a doubt necessary, and you can expect to use them a lot. My issue with the maps is that in order to unlock the map for each area, you have to stumble around blindly until you come across the cartographer in that area to buy the map from. It wouldn't be so bad if he was easier to find, but I still wish that the game at least tracked where you've been even before you buy the map. You can also purchase pin markers to track different things you've already discovered, like benches, vendors, or stations, and they come in super handy. The fast travel stations are really helpful as well, and they're great for traveling long distances to cut down on some of the backtracking. However, there still is a great deal of backtracking if you find yourself lost and unsure of where to go, like I was. As for the story, you are thrown into a mysterious world with no clear objectives. The story seems a bit vague so far, and I'm not entirely sure what exactly is going on, but I am curious to find out. Graphics-wise, I love the visuals. The hand-drawn art with its gothic style looks fantastic. There are also several different areas to explore, and each one of them has its own distinctive design and unique enemies. The characters and enemies look good as well, although it can be difficult to tell friends from foes at times. The performance is solid for the most part, but I did experience some random severe hitches on a few occasions. This is apparently a known issue that is currently being worked on, but it was still unfortunate to die a couple times because of it. The music and the ambience are excellent. I found the atmosphere quite immersive. The sound effects for the character walking and the other characters talking were somewhat irritating, but at least you can adjust this volume separately. I've been playing around 8 hours so far, but I haven't even come close to finishing the game. If you're not into speedrunning games, then there's not really any reason to replay it. However, I have a feeling that Hollow Knight will be played during future Awesome Games Done Quick charity events. Hollow Knight is not a game that will hold your hand or guide you to where your next objective should be. This game is definitely for those who enjoy a good challenge, love exploration, and don't mind running into dead ends regularly until they unlock the skills that they need to progress. With that being said, I enjoyed the gameplay and exploration, but I really wish there had been some hints or guidance along the way. I found myself feeling stuck and lost. The game's not as intuitive as I would have liked, so I began getting frustrated with backtracking and not knowing where to go. For as beautiful and well made as Hollow Knight is, it's also a game that won't appeal to everyone. I hope this review has helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and post your feedback in the comments below. Thanks everyone, and have a wonderful day.